Well, I was gonna ask you, bro, what happened with Yuri, bro?
Oh, damn, we just gonna get right into it.
Worst transition, but let's do it. Let's get into it.
Okay, wait. Before we even start this, let's just go ahead and make this a rule right now. Blazzy is never allowed to transition any topic.
So, anyways, I was going to talk to you about
because I wanted to say the joke, but it didn't play out in my head. I want to say 100 Yuris versus one Toke, but like
I'm not gonna lie.
That also sounds, but that sounds like a lot to deal with.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
You overthought the joke in your head. You said
50 viewers versus Yuri.
Okay, all right. Let's set the scene a little bit. Let's definitely set the scene. So
you were minding your own business Friday morning.
Basically. Well, was that Friday morning?
Yeah, but let's not even get into specifics.
Okay,
I don't remember what day it was, but
either,
let's set the scene. So I genuinely feel like y'all have been going back and forth, right? You
Right.
and Yuri. Y'all have been going back and forth for a little bit, but it seemed quiet for at least like a week or so, right?
Right.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right
The
about that.
beef died.
The
It
beef,
died out.
The beef simmered down a little
right.
bit. It kind of quieted out for a
kicked
little bit,
back.
right?
the coal simmered.
And then all of a sudden, I think it was either Thursday night.
It was actually Thursday night.
It was Thursday night after the pod because I was at home chilling.
Yeah.
And then we just all see somebody's music or something playing on one of y'all phones or some shit.
It's not the.
Okay, anyway. So I'm just kicking
Oh,
it.
yeah, that actually was me. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Continue, though.
I'm kicking it.
That was fine.
And I just see a random clip out of nowhere of Yuri saying that he was going to call Child Protective Services on you
Yeah.
to get your daughter taken from you out of nowhere. Now, mind you, the beef has simmered down. I hadn't seen y'all say nothing back and forth about each
The
other.
beef went cold.
What do you think was the callous to him going off? Catalyst, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. What do you think was the catalyst to him just going off the edge and just
One word.
diving deep?
Just one word. Tito's.
Really?
You feel me? Tito's.
That's where it came from.
Tito's, yeah. It's all
Like,
Tito's.
y'all-
Blame it on the alcohol.
Now, like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Like, you didn't say nothing about him the day before, that day, or
No, exactly. Like you said, the shit died. I wasn't saying shit after that. You feel me? Next thing you know, I come home to a clip of this nigga talking about he gonna take my daughter away from me. And now, like, mind you, right? If you call whoever you needed to call, all they gonna do is see how much better my daughter is living than you, Yuri. Like, on everything. They gonna be like, God damn, she living like this? Nigga, we should be calling him O'Reilly. Goddamn type shit. Like,
More
nigga,
frequent bass for sure.
Yeah, bro.
On the low end.
more frequent baps is crazy. Okay, so like, what was your initial reaction when you first heard this? Because I can just say as a viewer or as a, as a outside looking in, I'm just sitting there like, where the fuck is this coming from? Like,
you feel me? It just stems from like that nigga had nothing to say because we had cooked him. So what can you do now? You gotta diss some kids.
yeah.
You feel me? You gotta diss some kids, and that's all good, bro. And it caught up with him real quick. You feel me? And I'm not with like the whole dissing the dad shit, but like Lush made that nigga cry and get off. Even though Lush had really nothing to do with it.
Yeah, which was,
But he made that nigga cry and get off stream, and that was just instant karma, bro.
which is like a whole part I'm about to get into.
Yeah.
But like, so then you went back on stream the same night or the next night?
No, same night. As soon as I heard it.
So the same night you go back on stream and like you start dropping some crazy info.
Yeah.
You and Ali. Shout out to Ali, man.
Shout out to Ali.
Before we get into it, how'd you find out initially? Were you like, did someone send it to you? Or
Oh, yeah.
were you just chilling? Were you on live stream? You know what I'm saying?
Nah. So shout out to the Spliffmodetv group chat. But yeah, man, I seen it in the group chat, and I was like, oh, really?
Do you have double agents that's like in his group chat and also in yours?
Is there a
Nah.
mole in the Discord?
Nah, it's not no mole. It's just real.
So
just
it's like
gaming
y'all
game.
y'all literally made people like pick a side. Like you
I didn't make anybody do anything. Nobody want to watch no nigga fucking drink all day, play games all day, and then yell at they bitch, bro. Let's be real.
Okay. Now I know that I coined the phrase "go home and yell at your bitch" or whatever, but like.
What do you mean? There's 18 million views on YouTube of him doing that exact thing.
No, but like
President, I didn't think he'd actually go and do it.
No, you went platinum on that content. You gotta remember.
But listen, like, is he still? I don't think he's still actively doing that. Are we right? I mean,
I wouldn't know.
wrong.
Yeah, we wouldn't know, but
No.
she still can't come on stream.
Yeah, which is
She,
what is that
All
about?
DJ Vlad edition.
What is that about? Or she just like in the background?
Hey
She
man,
doesn't
hey,
wanna
your
show
guess is as
herself.
good as mine.
Yeah, man, that's that insecurity shit. But
Okay, so look, so then basically you had your rebuttal, and then it just set the whole universe ablaze.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what the hell, bro?
I mean, look. On some real shit, this is why I just stopped. I stopped again because, look, on some real shit, I showed him. I showed him on stream, right?
You showed who?
Showed everybody on stream. I was on stream. Was showing the screenshots of their mod and Riley conversations and shit, and pretty much everything. And they still don't believe. They're like, "That's AI. That's fake." It's like, bitch, how the fuck would I don't know how to fuck work AI, nigga? Are you that dumb? So like, nigga. If you think if you think your bitch was in the bay for 2 weeks without you and wasn't, you know what I mean? Okay. Hey, that's on you, my boy. You got to live with that. You the one that's going to sleep with that, not me. That's you.
yeah, that's a crazy timeline.
That's you, my boy.
I mean, it's just like
I'm not here to convince nobody. I'm not a lawyer.
it's just so crazy just because like out of everybody to be like going back and forth, I would really not have expected it to be y'all because y'all were like so tight. And it's just like,
Wait, hold on. Let me stop you because I love that you said that, right? We were so tight, right? So this nigga said, oh, I never asked him to come protect me from Lush and Comparator.
That was crazy.
Bro.
That was insane, bro.
Come on,
You're
bro.
not gonna have that. You're not, bro. Barely a security guard would do that for you. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like that's retarded, bro. Like you're really like risking your safety and shit for him just because you're trying to ride with him and he's over here trying to disrespect
not
you.
even
like
just
that.
your
Like,
safety, your freedom, all types of shit.
It's just, I mean, allegedly, but like, you feel me? Like, that just goes to show you what kind of person that nigga is. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know, like, nigga just like, bro. And everybody is like, everybody is on it in this chat, like, oh my God, you're still the best person. Like, dang, just go on the internet. Like,
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
He was like, he got like, all people can do is attack Riley and blah, blah, blah. Like, nigga, that's all you do, nigga. The fuck are you talking about?
He might be the biggest Riley hater.
Yeah, of all time.
out there, bro. That's a crazy
Like, that's
part.
all you do. Stupid ass bitch.
It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, at certain points, I started like feeling bad for him. Cause I'm just like, bro, like you're really just crashing your whole life out right now. Like, not crashing your whole life out, like, cause at the end of the day, you could really get off all this shit and go live a regular life if you really wanted to, but it doesn't seem like that's what he wants to do.
No.
And like, I started feeling bad for him at certain points, but then it's like, bro, you are like bringing this shit onto yourself because like you just can never admit when you're wrong. You be
You can
trying
never
to act
admit your cat shit.
like,
Yeah, the cat shit's insane.
yes, okay. So what the fuck? He bear maced the cat? What?
No, he did not.
I heard he
bear
bare
maced
maced the cat, bro.
And how do you bear like he
That-
bear maced the cat on purpose?
You know what? I don't know what he
Like,
did.
did he accidentally
We
spray
can-
it in the room?
You know,
and the cat
I don't
died?
know what he did. Yuri, answer the question. What did you do? We don't know what he did.
I don't know.
I'm
bro.
letting him answer that.
What happened to the cat?
But look. Let me
We all cat
I
lovers
wish we
here. I
could
got 3
leave-
cats. We
I
love
wish
cats.
we could leave children and animals out of this, but it's kind of difficult.
And-
Children,
and
animals,
siblings.
and women out of this,
And
but it's kind of
siblings, yeah.
difficult when you're dealing with Yuri, bro.
Yeah. So look, that's the point I was trying to drive home is that like even if you remotely start feeling bad for him, like he just has a way that just makes you not even feel bad for him because of the way that he acts sometimes. You feel
Yeah.
me? And it's like I don't know if it's like some like facade he's trying to put on or if it's some type of like
It's the shit his dad did. You feel me? Shit,
Well, shit.
Well, I
watch
feel
it.
like you, out of everybody here, is probably known him the longest.
I-
You
From
have
what I
known him
understand,
long,
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
facts.
Like you
Yeah.
knew him like years
the
before
biggest
y'all were
bro.
on camera.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Like,
and look, and this is what I'm saying, bro. Like
did you ever see stuff like that?
I never for 1 second like and y'all could go back and like, yeah, it may seem like me and Cam Girl was like teasing him a
Hey.
little bit too much. Sorry. Me and Redacted. It may seem like me and Redacted was like overly teasing him a little bit. But I really looked at Yuri as like just like the cool, like the not the cool, but like, you know, like the
Yeah.
Bro,
but,
you
like,
backtracked so
stoner
quick.
skater
yeah. He was just like, you know, like
The internet homie.
the random
internet homie on God.
the random like tech homie, bro. And like he was cool. Like he never like got out of pocket. He never like talked shit. But I'm not gonna lie, like his like right wing mindset just starts slowly coming out over
He
time.
red pilled on us for sure.
You know what it was, bro? I feel like as his like viewership started growing more, because like that was one, like, even though it was messed up, that's one thing we always made fun of him for, is that he had like 10 viewers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like I feel like once he really started getting comfortable, it's like his real ideologies and like how he really felt just started to come off. And like it's just so funny because like obviously his name is like Harmonious, but it's like he began to act
There's
very
nothing harmonious about this nigga.
He began to
There's
act
no harmony.
He began to act the exact opposite of harmonious at a certain point. And like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if this was always him underneath, or I don't know if he like some type of change happened, but I will say that like, you know, popularity at any level, it just does something to the mind where it just has you feel. I mean, even now, like one of the last times I clicked on his kick, it was still people in there just like, head up Yuri, like you blah blah, like just like kind of going victim mode on him, like acting like he
is the victim.
Now
the sick part on that, I hate to cut you off, is like some people are just like elusive when it comes to that shit, where it's like they will lie just to kind of like watch clips and see this kind of steer to the wrong direction. Like, let me feed him this kind of identity. Yeah. So when he comes out on it, he's more accepting of what's going on and sees himself.
No, these are his mods backing him talking about kids. Like the Delic family, they got like kids and shit. And they're like they're just like some like random ass mods that got nothing, some random ass parents that got nothing to do. Okay. But they're parents. And they're like, talk about his kids and shit. Like, nigga, your parents. That's nasty.
Okay, look, so
that's bad, bro.
That's
nasty.
Let's transition on to that part. So, okay, so boom, I see the clip of Yuri say that about Horizon. Then I see you kind of go like, you know, giving a response, and then I don't know if this was the same night or the next night, but I randomly am on Instagram, and the first thing that I see at like 2 a.m. is Lush post a fucking not even just 1, 2. He posted like, by this point he's posted like 7.
He just kept going crazy.
So he just started off with this fucking dish song to Yuri's sister. Now it's like, okay, I see this from 2 different ways, because my initial reaction is, Lush, that's corny as fuck. You trying to hit below the belt. What the fuck did his sister have to do with any of that, right?
Yeah.
And then, to be honest, it's like, you just came out of nowhere and started dissing his sister, right? That was my initial reaction.
Yep.
To the point to where I felt so weirdly about it, I called Lush right then on the spot when I seen it. It was just like, just trying to like see like where
what
his
he was
head
on.
was at. Like, bro, like,
okay.
Why did you feel the need to do that, right? Now, Lush told me verbatim on the phone that the reason why he did that is because the night before, Yuri was on live talking about his child that unfortunately didn't make it through the pregnancy.
Now,
right?
That's facts.
Now, I don't know if that's facts or not, because I didn't see it. Then, hold on, I watched the clip of him explaining on No Jumper why he said that, why he put out the diss song, and he didn't say that at all. So I don't know if Yuri really...
Okay, so it wasn't...
If Yuri really brought it up again, or if Lush just jumped out the window and just decided to involve himself in the beef.
Okay, so...
And I feel like that's a vital point.
No, okay, so let me tell you something. So it wasn't the stream prior. It wasn't the recent stream. So when we was doing the whole, like, when me and Lush was going back and forth, and Yuri, that was during that time when Yuri was saying his baby was a crack baby, and
but that's when
he was making fun of his miscarriage and shit like that. That's when it was.
So I know that happened, right?
Yeah.
But when I talked to Lush on the phone, he said that Yuri went on a similar rant the night before.
Oh yeah,
but I'm not gonna lie, Lush sounded fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah,
and I never heard him say that to anybody else except for to me on the phone. So I genuinely think that, okay, if you're gonna do that, if a nigga's gonna talk about your unborn kid and shit dying and all that shit,
yeah,
the gloves are off, right? But I feel like timing is everything. If you were gonna do that, nigga, you should have did that. You should have did that the night that he said that about you. You should have went on stream and made a song right then. Waiting, what? That was like a year ago at this point.
Yeah.
So it's like now it just feels desperate, like you just trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like
it was kind of crazy, bro. But like, hey, man,
listen. At the end of the day, you say some shit about my kid or whatever, then nobody can tell you.
I'm not gonna take it that far.
Nobody can tell you how you should react.
Exactly.
Though. I wouldn't take it that far, but nobody should tell you how you should react. So And like I don't have a dog in this fight anyway. I don't even fuck with Yuri anyway, so it's like it's not like you know what I'm saying. But
it's just Dumb and Dumber to me.
Yeah, it's like an eye for an eye makes everybody blind, bro. And to be honest, Lush, like I fuck with you. I don't know what like you got going on right now, but if you think that shit was hard, that shit was weak as fuck, bro. I'm sorry, like that shit was not hard. You were not flowing on the beat. Like none of the shit was clever. Like, you really think that you, like, did your big one or you dropped your big
I ain't gonna
bomb?
lie. It made the nigga cry, though. He made that nigga cry on stream. I was like, fuck. I was like, only thing I did feel bad, and I was like, nah, you just talked about my daughter, nigga. Fuck you. But I ain't say no.
That's what I'm saying,
yeah.
though. It's like, I thought the same thing.
And all of this could be resolved if they just weren't so intrusive. They just didn't put their life out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could be off stream. Y'all could be off the internet. And this is all gone tit for tat, just around people who live their life online, and that's how they fucking go about their day. Yeah, they're making diss songs and they're reacting to it on stream. You know what I mean? Like who's worse?
But it's also like, bro, like think about those type, like these two specific niggas are A, never gonna see each other. B, if they do see each other, they're not gonna like fight or get into it. And it's just like, why take it to that level?
Nah, Lush seemed pretty like profound that he can't wait to see this nigga. And I like, cause let's say
they're never gonna see each other.
But no,
I don't understand where this anger is coming from. Fucking a year later, bro.
Because of the lawsuit.
But even
that's
then,
what he said. I mean, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Why you make a diss song the night the lawsuit came out?
Shit, I don't know. That ain't up to me.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Where it seems it feels performative because you waited. Like now you decided to do this randomly when y'all were beefing. You feel me? I don't know. At the end of the day, nobody can tell Lush how to react the way he reacted to what.
That's what I said.
But also, for real, it's like Yuri, dog. You can't throw stones in a glass house. Bro.
You can't.
At the end of the day, like you just like, I don't know, man. Like,
is that nigga
honestly on some real shit? Let me just like be respectful for a second because, bro, rest in peace to his sister.
For sure.
I know people that I personally went through shit like that with a family member, and that's just not some shit to like joke about, bro. Lush was saying some real disgusting shit, but I also understand at the end of the day, when you on some fuck somebody for life shit, that's just how you feel. You feel me? But I don't think he needed to bring up the sister, but I also don't think Yuri needed to bring up his daughter. You feel me?
Facts.
I mean, not his daughter.
I don't think either.
Your daughter,
my daughter, yeah.
Your daughter, and you also shouldn't have brought up his kid that like that didn't even make it, bro. So
well, let me ask you something though. If you're Yuri right now, what would you do? Like, are you gonna not go on stream anymore?
See, but I feel like that's almost like you're letting people win by going on stream and crying, and then going on stream without the camera.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
like if you're gonna really commit your life to this shit, then I don't know. Like, but
is there a way out?
it's like I get it.
Parties,
okay, listen. From my personal experience, bro, I've been the most vulnerable I've ever been on camera. So I could never tell somebody to not be vulnerable. I've been open and honest and vulnerable about so many aspects of my life that I would never tell them like don't get on there and don't get on there and hide your emotions. Like,
but you got to think about it. He got on there popping it at first, and then he made him cry.
Yeah.
So he's like, you can't do that. You can't pop it. And then, now all of a sudden you feel hurt and then crying in the stream, like, oh my God, I'm the victim now. Like, that doesn't work like that, bro. Yeah. That doesn't work like that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what the nigga say, you can't do that. You started popping it first.
I felt bad for him for a second when I really watched that clip at first because I was just like, damn. Like,
I did too. I was on stream when that shit happened. I felt bad too. And I was like, nigga, fuck that nigga, bro.
And it's like, bro, like, we've known him for a minute, bro. Like, I genuinely bro, like, I lost my mom, bro. If a nigga, bro, I don't even want to speak that into the universe because if a nigga did some shit like that, to me, I would be on some shit. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You feel me? So like, I wouldn't want to be on stream.
But you also wouldn't diss somebody kids,
I would never,
though.
Bro. I would genuinely never, bro.
You would never diss somebody kids. Even when all that shit was going down, I even said, you can like pull up the clips, you feel me? Because my kick was banned at the time, so the clips are still on YouTube. So you can pull up the clips. I even said, yo, I am not fucking with Yuri dissing the kid shit, but the rest is up. I even said that.
Bro, even take it back to Lush and Adam getting into it. The fact that these niggas is sitting in front of each other every week is the most insane thing to me. Because as soon as they was beefing, Lush went straight PDF file. You're a PDF file. You're a PDF file. He started talking about I'm pretty sure he said like I'm gonna kick Parker over if I see her. All types of crazy shit. And then you went right back to the nigga to be sitting across from him. You feel me?
Well, apparently everyone said he got fired. I haven't seen no proof of that.
Man, that's a whole.
I haven't seen no proof of that.
That's a whole nother no jumper lore.
I'll leave it for Flacco.
I haven't seen.
I'll leave it to Flacco.
I was like, I haven't seen no proof of that, but like, I don't know.
Speaking of Flacco, look, I had to tell him the other day. I was like, bro, I don't know how you did it, but like, you literally became one of my favorite